Okay, so today we have Ask by the Smiths. Now again, yes, I've reacted to the song way back in the day, but we are coming to their live performance from 1986, which again was put on their album, which came out in 1988, Rank. So I've seen that some people don't like the song, actually, as I was looking it up, which I didn't really know. This is one of my favorite Smiths songs. I love the pacing. I love the jolliness of it all. I love the harmonica. But yeah, we're going to get into it. Watch the performance, which actually, too, I've seen some people say that they like it more than the studio version. So I'm intrigued either way. Here we go. Good Lord.
Shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you'd like to. Shyness is nice, and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you'd like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no. How could I? Kindness is nice, and kindness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you want to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no. How could I? Spending warm summer days indoors, a ride too frightening to burst. Luxembourg. Ask me, ask me, ask me. Ask me, ask me, ask me. Because if it's not love, then it's the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb will bring us together. The bomb, and then it's the bomb that will bring us together. So ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me.
We'll cut her off there. My goodness gracious, about 15 seconds more. But they're done. Anyway, this, my God, where do I start? Again, I know it's a bit weird to go back to songs you've already reacted to, even though, again, it's a live performance. But I've talked. You guys seen it maybe if you go back and watch the old videos, which I'm not very proud of. But either way, that's why I kind of do this. The Smiths and Ask. Like I said at the top, Ask is one of my favorite Smith songs. I just love how fast it is. And I feel like they played it even faster here. Maybe it's about the same, I guess, time as the studio version, but it's just so, I don't know, it's just so speedy. And it's just so in and out, and it's just so light. What I like about the song, too, I think Panic was the single that they did prior to this, and I've seen quotes from Morrissey that said they wanted to do a song, a more lighthearted song, I guess, in a way, about as lighthearted as Morrissey's lyrics could be. And they said, well, let's do, again, Ask. And I did see Morrissey say, if we did another song like Panic, people would say, well, here we go again. Which I understand it. I don't know. It's just Morrissey quotes make me laugh. But anyway, and yeah, so listening to this, and there was no harmonica on it, which was a shame. But still, it was such a rocking tune. Watching the band, and I feel like I said this before, but watching them here in 1986. With Craig Gannon, can't forget him. And I did see too, I might have mentioned this in my last reaction to the song, but I did see that Craig once said that he wrote the music for this, but was denied the credit. And so anyway, there's that as well. I just want to put that out there too. But anyway, I don't know. I guess maybe he didn't, but he did say once, and I just want to mention Craig there because again, he gave the band an element, another element, made the band more punchy on his rhythm guitar work, and especially here with how fast paced everything is, how maybe I don't even know how to say frantic, but just frantic in the way that it's so unrelenting in its speed and in its pacing. You never really take a breath there. I mean, especially I'm not just talking about Morrissey's vocals or whatever, but just in the guitar work and in the drums. I mean, what I love about watching this is again, I'm not really much of a live performance person, and I got nose hairs. That's one thing about growing up is fucking nose hairs. Good God. But anyway, watching this video, watching them perform, and just thinking, like, again, these guys were on top of the world. I don't know if you'd say this is their peak or what, but this was, again, one of their, I think it doesn't show in this video, but from what I was reading, Morrissey does say, before the video cuts in here, he does say this is our new single, Ask. And it's just like, can you imagine being in the audience here back in 86 and hearing their new single? I mean, it's just, what a time to be alive, you know? But anyway, it's just, you know, this would have been the first listen for a lot of people. It's just crazy to me to think about that. But moving on, as I said, you know, paying attention to Morrissey's dancing, and I like how when he started dancing, the camera, whoever's holding the camera, they moved in on Johnny getting close to Andy. And I loved how they cut out Morrissey's dancing to go and get a close-up of Johnny and Andy, which I just found funny. But, and it's just showing, again, Andy, and a quote from Andy just came up on my Instagram the other day. I'm just going all over the place, but how he talked about how he loved being a bass player and how he always wanted to make the bass go, as about as important as a guitar. I can't talk, but how he brought that funk into it. He brought that melodic funk into it, and how he and Johnny just matched energy so well in a song like this. And again, with Craig too, how he gave an extra oomph, as I like to say, oomph, whatever you want to say, not oomph. But yeah, and just showing here, and again, I love the play back and forth between Andy and Johnny, and just knowing that, again, Andy is gone now, but, and how either way, the band were just, close together, or here anyway, or getting close together, at least Johnny and Andy were, and just playing off of each other and playing off of their own energies. And anyway, all that to say, Andy, I just love how, again, just watching him go to town on the bass guitar here, and just be his funky self. I mean, my God, what else can you say? I mean, he always brought the funk, good God. And then watching Johnny with that jangly, bright riff, I mean, my God, and it's just, that's one big point of the track, obviously, that makes the song sound so poppy, makes the song sound so upbeat, because although it's upbeat, Morrissey's voice is still pretty melancholic. I mean, that's just how Morrissey sounds. He's got that baritone voice, but still, there is a bit of pop to his voice too, and a bit of positivity, because at the end of the day, this song, again, it's pretty lightweight, and I know some people may not like that or whatever. They may want a more dark or a more profound, deeper meaning song, whatever the hell, but still, this has a deeper meaning. But it just sounds light, it just sounds airy, it just sounds so easy to get into, it's accessible, all these different things. And again, Johnny's work has a lot to do with that, from his break guitar playing, and you're just watching the play. But finally, move it to where I wanted to go from the whole fucking point of this is Mike Joyce. Watching Mike, and you're paying attention to everyone else, but then I'm looking behind Morrissey, and I'm like, fuck sakes, Mike Joyce is going to town on his kid. I mean, I talk about a drummer being impeccable at timing and stuff, but Mike, I mean, reminded me of, like, I've said about, like, Stephen Morris before from Joy Division, and of course New Order, but play like a drum machine. I mean, Mike was playing like a drum machine here, watching him, stay in the same place, stay in that same kind of continuous rhythm, continuous groove, and then how he would just switch up really quick and go back to what he's, it's very quick, very drum machine-like. I can't say it enough. I mean, just drumming like a fucking machine. To say it one more time, I mean, my God, I guess I got the point across there. But anyway, I just love this time, and just love how in the zone, what do the kids say these days? He looked locked in. He was very locked in. Out of all of them, I feel like he was the most locked in. No offense to anyone else, but my God. Anyway, and Morrissey surprisingly still had a shirt on in this performance too. I think this was the 4th track of the night. So they were, still getting ready to go in more. But I mean, I got the stuff open. Was this? Yeah, it was the 4th track of the night. So there you go there. So they were just riling up the crowd still. But anyway, I just love the energy, just love the positivity this whole performance, not just the song, but the whole performance gives off, and I don't know, just radiates through you. And I do see why, like I said off the top, why some people consider this version better than the studio version. Although, again, I love that jangly, or not jangly, I guess, but the moving or upbeat, again, harmonica on the studio version, which wasn't here. But I don't know, I feel like the guitar riffs here make up for that. And again, watching the band just perform at one of their best times, is just a treat as well. So anyway, it's just everything about this, like, another way of saying lightweight is how effortless it all just comes across. I mean, it just seems like this was so easy for the band to do. I mean, I don't know. But there you go there. We're going to move on to these lyrics now. I've already mentioned everyone on the personnel. You guys know who's who. I've mentioned them all already in the song, so what the hell. So let's move on to the personnel. To the lyrics. So, with the intro, this is again, specifically from their performance here in 86 that we just watched. So this is our new single, Ask. That was the intro, and like I said, that was cut off from the video we watched, but I can't imagine, to say it one more time, hearing this for the first time when they just put it out. Jesus. So with the first verse, shyness is nice and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you'd like to. It's very easy rhyming right away. Shyness is nice and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you'd like to. Now, I feel like Morrissey is talking to himself. I mean, this is, would you believe that? This isn't the first time he's done that. And as a shy person myself, through all the Smiths and Morrissey's reactions I've done, I feel like I've probably explained that I'm very shy, and that's one of the reasons why I do this, to get myself out there somehow. But, yeah, that really speaks to me. And even still, at the age of 28, I'm still shy. I mean, and I've seen people say that this song really brought them out of their shell, broke them out of their shell, however you want to say that. And, but still, shyness is nice, and shyness can, help you not put your foot in your mouth, when talking to other people, but it can also help make you not experience life to the fullest. And I mean, we're dead for a lot longer than we're alive. I mean, that's kind of dark, but we are. And you only have so much time on this earth to do things, and shyness can stop you from doing those things, from getting out there, from, getting into relationships. And again, I think about the problem Morrissey might have had too, because at this point in this performance, he was probably around my age, 27 or something too. So there you go. But anyway, it's pretty self-explanatory at the top, even though I went in quite long there on that first verse. Then we have the refrain. So if there's something you'd like to try, ask me. I won't say no. How could I? And it's just, like I said, there's almost like a Dr. Seuss-esque thing about this. It's almost like a children's line. I don't know. It's just so easy to understand. It's so straightforward. I don't know. Again, even a kid can understand what he's saying, I feel like. But anyway, and how... I guess how a lot of this is in our heads, how a lot of this of how we're feeling and the shyness and being scared to go up to other people is, again, in our heads, and we overthink it. And I say we, but myself anyway, I overthink that. And it's something that I've brought up with my therapist. But anyway, yeah, it's just, a lot of the shyness, is just a lot of, things you make up. And, if you actually ask people or whatever, if people ask you, you'll say no. And that's the whole point, to finally say yes to somebody about something. But anyway, again, shyness can take away these things. And, at the end of the day, if you just said yes to people, maybe you'd be better off. Good God, if I could talk. Second verse, coyness is nice, and coyness can stop you from doing all the things in life that you want to. Again, much of the same as shyness. Refrain, so if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, and it's just, there's a poppiness, there's a positivity to his try anyway, when he gives that word. I love it. If there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no. How could I? And again, I don't know if he's taking the role there of like, shy person asking him and them saying, I won't say no, and just giving that comfortability, giving that connection, and just showing again that this person saying no for real is only in your head. And anyway, so again, they just make it a big thing that it's really not. Shy people. Spending warm days indoors, writing frightening verse. And again, this is, I feel like it's Morrissey talking about himself. I probably mentioned this way back when in my old reaction, but anyway, to a buck-toothed girl in Luxembourg. And even still, a lot of shy people are scared to go for a try at a buck-toothed girl in Luxembourg. But again, I just about staying inside on warm days, writing frightening verse. I think about Morrissey himself writing songs instead of going outside when it's hot out and nice and whatever, and enjoying life, but instead he's writing music, and thank God for that. And we move into that chorus with, because if it's not love, then it's the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb that'll bring us together. And I love how they bring in a bit of darkness. Although the song is light and such, it's still a Smiths track. There's got to be some darkness in there from Morrissey's lyrics. And talking about the bomb, I just reacted to actually yesterday, Frankie Goes to Hollywood with Two Tribes, where they talk about the bomb. So here we have the bomb again. But where Morrissey is kind of talking more about getting over your shyness and stop wasting your time worrying about what what others think about you, because at some point we could die by the bomb, or either way, we're going to die someday, and you will have not lived to your fullest potential, and socially and all those different things. So there you go there. Either way, the bomb's going to bring us together, but you'll be dead at that point. Then we have the bridge. Nature is a language. Can't you read? Nature is a language. Can anybody read? And and nature is something we all have in common. Nature is something we can all read, and just more profound lyricism there. And then the refrain one more time. So ask me, ask me, ask me. The chorus again, the refrain again, then the outro with the na-na-nas. And as I've mentioned so many times now, it's a bright, uplifting track where a call to, is it a call to arms, I would say? But either way, a call to people that are shy. And trying to break people out of their shell. And as I mentioned, I've seen some people say that it did, which is probably the biggest compliment Morrissey and the boys could get here, that their song actually brought people out of their shell. But anyway, so I just love the sound of it. I just love the pacing, how fast it is. Loved watching them perform it here too. And it just feels so frantic, as I mentioned, and it just, they're trying to get through it so quickly, and I don't know, I just love it so much, and I love the messaging. So there you go there. It's an anthem for shy people. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting back with the Smiths on this Friday, because what the hell. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, or if you're watching this not on the weekend or not on a Friday, whatever, I hope you have a good day anyway. So thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.